Good morning, I'm Julie, and I'm really happy to be practicing with you today. We're going to run through a short and sweet flow to help get you energized for your day. In some of the poses, it might feel nice to have a small bolster or rolled up blanket, but it's not mandatory. So if you need to pause and grab that now, go ahead and do so. When you're ready, I will meet you in a wide-legged child's pose. If it feels a little too early to come straight to child's pose, you might want to take some of the pressure off the knees by placing the bolster between the calves and the backs of the thighs. Reach the arms forward, forehead on the mat. Allow the belly to sink towards the mat here. Begin breathing through the nose with nice, long, and slow inhales and exhales. Walk the hands over to the right. Tent the left fingertips. And see if the left arm will reach just a little bit, left hand will reach just a little bit beyond the right. Feeling a nice elongation in the left side body. Pass through center, taking it to the second side. Again, right fingertips can extend a little beyond the left hand. Reach straight in front of you again. And now keeping the forearms on the mat, lift the palms off the mat. The palms should be facing forward, and we're just going to wave right to left, starting to make some heat building movements in the wrists, just like you're waving good morning to someone. Fingertips are pointed straight up. And now make fists with the hands as tight as you possibly can. And then open and close the fingers as dynamically and as fast as you possibly can. Opening and closing, opening and closing. Extend the fingers wide as you open the hand. Close the fist tight. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the palms back on the floor, allowing that sensation to creep up the forearms. Push your way back into a tabletop. You can release the bolster if you're using one. Let's find a few rounds of cat and cow. As you exhale, push into the mat, round the spine. On your inhale, lower the belly, broaden through the chest, gaze lifts gently. Slight arch of the spine here. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, arching the spine, gaze lifts. One more round. Drawing the back of the heart towards the ceiling. And inhaling, dropping the chest, gaze lifts. Finding neutral, Extend the right arm forward. The palm faces the center of the mat. And extend the left leg behind you. Stay here, or if you're feeling stable, lift the left foot off the mat, toes point towards the mat. Breathing here. Gaze is slightly in front of you. Keeping a straight line between the base of the skull and the sacrum, the tailbone. Core is engaged. And then on the exhale, slowly with control, setting everything back down to the mat for side 2. Extending left arm, gazing slightly in front of you. Right toes can slide back behind you. Engage the core before lifting the right foot. And lowering everything down to the ground. We're going to do another round of that and add on some crunches. So right hand extends, left leg extends. Option to lift the left toes off the mat and extend the leg behind you. Left leg is strong and active. And now if you'd like, introduce right elbow to the left knee. Really crunching that knee up towards the chest. And then on the exhale, extend arm and leg. 2 more times. Bringing everything to meet under the chest, rounding the back. Extending. 1 more round. And extending. Lowering down to the ground. Second side. Left palm faces the center of the mat. And right toes lift. Taking that crunch. Extending. Drawing everything to the midline. And extending. Bringing it in. And extending. Coming down to the mat, preparing for downward facing dog. Turn onto the balls of the feet. Hips push back over the heels, straighten the legs. Find your downward facing dog. Let's make a few bending movements, dropping one knee towards the mat and then the other. Pedaling the feet if you'd like. Waking up the body. Coming to stillness. And then rise onto the balls of the feet. Walk the feet to meet the hands at the top of the mat. Let's pause here in our forward fold. Bend the knees enough so that you can rest the abdomen on the tops of the thighs. And then let the head hang heavy. Let gravity separate the vertebrae in the neck and the mid-back and the lower back. Clasp opposite elbows and sway back and forth. Releasing the clasp, bend a little bit deeper in the knees, and then roll all the way to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae, finding your Tadasana or mountain pose. Let's get the blood moving a little bit more. We're going to do a few rounds of Sun Salutation A with a few fun variations thrown in. Our first one will just be a straightforward Sun A. So feet are hip width distance apart. And on the inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, gaze follows. Exhale, find your forward fold. On your inhale, engage the core. Halfway lift, extend the spine straight. And on your exhale, plant the hands, step it back. We're going to take a vinyasa. Your option, you can stay in high plank or plank on the knees. As you lower, exhale, gazing forward, elbows hug the sides. On your inhale, find your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. And then on the exhale, engage the core. Hips over heels, straighten the legs, downward facing dog. A couple breaths here, reaching the sit bones for the ceiling, creating space between the wrists and the side body, pushing the mat away. Shoulders rotate out. Chest is reaching for the thighs. Come onto the balls of the feet. Walk feet to hands. Tight core. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find your forward fold. And inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to the sides. All right, adding on. Inhale. Exhale, the forward fold. Upward forward fold. Exhale, plant the hands, take a vinyasa, or meet me in a downward facing dog. Lowering down to low push-up. Inhaling to cobra or upward facing dog. Use your core to draw back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, sweep the right toes high. Bend the right knee. Rock the body forward. See if the right knee can touch the right elbow. Extend, toes come high. 2 more times. Knee to elbow or knee to chest. Lifting the toes high. 1 more round. Knee to chest or knee to elbow. Rounding the spine. Inhaling it up. And then toes come together at the back of the mat. Downward facing dog. Pausing here. Welcome to bring child's pose into the mix as well. If you're in child's pose, meet us in down dog. Second side, inhale, left toes high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow to tap. Inhale, left toes lift. Knee to elbow or knee to chest. Left toes lift. And 1 more round, knee to elbow or knee to chest. Left toes lift. Feet come together at the back of the mat. Come onto the balls of the feet. Walk the feet to meet the hands. Engage the core. Halfway lift. Upward forward fold. And then find your forward fold. Let the head be heavy. Rise to stand, bringing the arms with you. And exhaling, hands come by the sides. All right, we have 1 more round. Inhale, sweeps the arms high. Back bend at the top, if you'd like. Exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, down dog, child's pose, or take one final vinyasa, exhaling as you lower, inhaling as you find your back bend of choice, glutes engaged. Exhale, use the core to draw it all the way back. On your next inhale, right toes lift, right knee bends, bringing right heel towards right glute. Let's just draw 3 circles forward with the knee, slow and controlled. And 3 circles backwards, slow and controlled, shoulders rotated out. Nice. Step the feet together. Inhale, the left toes lift. Left heel, left glute. 3 circles to the back. See if you can keep equal weight distribution between your hands here. And then circles forward. Really gripping the mat with your fingers. And then step the feet together, lower to the knees, and find a brief child's pose here. Settling the hips over the heels. Knees can be together, or you can bring the knees wide if you'd like. Just take a couple quick breaths here. Lift the hips again, coming back into a downward facing dog. Turn the toes over, straighten the legs. Sweep the right toes high on the inhale. We're headed for pigeon pose, so bend the right knee, draw it towards the chest, rock the body forward so shoulders are now over wrists, and lower the right knee behind the right wrist. Walk the left toes out behind you and enable the hips to lower. Now might be a nice time to bring a bolster into the mix so that your hips can relax, and rest it right under the right hip here. Option to keep the torso upright. It also might feel nice to lower down to the forearms. You can also bring the chest all the way down to the mat and reach the hands in front of you. Relaxing here in pigeon. We're going to make our way to side 2. Push the hands back towards the pelvis. Turn onto the toes of the left foot. Lift the left knee, lift the right hip and the knee. Step the feet back together. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes lift. Exhale, bend left knee towards chest. Rock the body forward, lowering the knee. Again, torso can stay lifted, or you can forward fold. Getting a nice hip opening on the left side here. Lift the torso back up. Lean to the left. Swing the right leg around to the top of the mat. Extend the legs long. You might want to rearrange things so that your sit bones, those bony bits right on top of your glutes, make contact with the ground. Spine is straight and tall. Bend the right knee. Place the sole of the right foot on the ground. Reach around the right knee with the left hand. Right hand plants behind you, taking a nice gentle twist to the right. You can gaze over the right shoulder. Let's change sides. Grabbing the left knee with the right arm, right hand. Keep the right foot flexed. Gaze over the left shoulder. Unwinding from there, make your way to a gentle cross-legged seated position. We're going to take one final twist. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind you. Again, just another gentle twist with the legs crossed this time. Passing through center, second side. Sitting up tall. Unwinding from there, walk the hands forward, coming into a gentle forward fold. Consider bringing the chest forward as opposed to rounding the spine and dropping the head. Gaze stays lifted, continuing to open the hips here. Walk the hands back towards the pelvis. Place the hands on the knees, close the eyes. Let's take a short round of Samavriti breath work here. We're going to inhale for a count of 3. We're going to hold at the top for a count of 3. Exhale for a count of 3. And then pause at the bottom for a count of 3. And then we'll go to a count of 4. So we'll do 2 rounds of 3 and 2 rounds of 4. On your next inhale through the nose, big inhale for 3, 2, and 1. Pausing for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Pausing for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3, 2, and 1. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Pausing, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Returning to long and slow, even inhales through the nose. I want to thank you for practicing with me today. Who knows, maybe you feel energized enough to skip your coffee. Let me know. Let me know how you're feeling. Leave me a comment below, and I hope to see you again soon. Enjoy your day.